Hi guys, welcome back to Vitale Style. Today I'm doing my Makeup Geek dupes for MAC shadows. And I have, nine. I have 9 shadows I want to share with you that I feel like they are just on par with MAC shadows, but they're a third of the price. They are just as good of a quality. I just think they blend beautifully, and I really, by the way, I just realized this, and I do have a tag underneath. I just realized that I'm wearing the same shirt that I was wearing in my last video, but this is not the same day. Okay then, and by the way, on my lips I'm wearing this Rimmel Show Off Lacquer in Stellar, 501 Stellar. And I'll be looking in the viewfinder to make sure I'm in focus this whole time. And this better stay. Okay. So I have 9 shadows to share with you, and I'm really excited. And some of these, I just think that they're like the really popular MAC shadows that I think everybody should have in their collection. So the fact that you can get them for a third of the price and they're just as good, 2 thumbs up in my opinion. The first one, I have my little sheet here. The first one is a dupe from MAC Soft Brown. I have my MAC shadows in the pan, and then I have the dupes laid out here for me. Soft Brown, which is, let's see, it's this one right over here. It is my favorite transitional color, and the dupe for it is Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee. I will swatch the two together. I will put them on the back of my hand so you can see. The Creme Brulee is just a little tiny bit lighter, which I think works even better. It makes it that much more wearable and easy to blend. So there's a dupe for you right there. The second one is Swiss Chocolate, and the dupe for it is Cocoa Bear. This Swiss Chocolate is right here. So I have my fingers a little bit wet. This is Swiss Chocolate, and this is Cocoa Bear. Beautiful. Very, very similar. Not exact dupes, but on the eye looks more like they look identical on the eye, that more than they do swatched on my hand, because I have done one eye where it was MAC and one eye that was Makeup Geek, and I could not tell a difference at all. And some of these might be a little bit off, but in my opinion, I'm sharing them with you because they're so close. You might as well just get those for a third of the price instead of going out and buying the MAC shadow, which is $18 a piece, I believe. Makeup Geek around $5 or $6, so it's a really good one. The next one is MAC Shroom, which is one of my all-time favorite highlighters, and it's right here. And the dupe for it is Shimma. That's what that looks like. Swatch them next to each other. Shimma is so much prettier too. There's Shroom and there's Shimma. So you can tell Shimma is a lot more pigmented, but if you use a light hand with it, it is identical to MAC Shroom. Absolutely identical. So there's that. The next one is Espresso. I actually have it in this MAC palette right here. And the dupe for that one is Mocha, which is this one right here. Let's swatch that. There's Espresso, and here is Mocha. This one, you cannot tell a difference. I hope that on camera it's showing up as similar in color and in texture that they really are, but you really can't tell a difference. And this is a really great for deepening up the outer V. It's just a really, really, really good color all around, and I love mine. I love all my Makeup Geek shadows. So the next one is one of my all-time favorites, shadows from MAC, and it is Satin Taupe. And the dupe for it is this one called Prom Night. Let's see. Let's swatcheroo. And they are, I mean, this one is Satin Taupe, and this one is Prom Night. I mean, they're identical. They are identical in texture, in color, finish, just everything. Absolutely beautiful. I'm kind of going through these a little bit fast, but I will link them all down below, sort of comparison, you know, Satin Taupe, Prom Night, so and so. So there's that. Next one is Mythology. This is what Mythology looks like. It's very pretty. I don't wear it as often because I prefer this one way more, and it is Cosmopolitan. The reason I don't wear Mythology as often is because I just feel like there's way too much fallout and too much heavy sparkle. So think of Cosmopolitan as a wearable, for me anyway, a more wearable version. This is Cosmopolitan and this is Mythology, and I just feel like Cosmopolitan is more of a wearable version for me than Mythology, because Mythology tends to have a little bit too much fallout, and the Cosmopolitan is just a little tiny bit lighter, but it works really, really well, and I just love the way it looks on the lid, and I can't wait to put it on my eyelid for spring and do a really pretty sort of like coppery spring look. Next one is Texture. Now Texture is one of my all-time favorite shadows from MAC, and this is the closest one I found to a different finishes. Texture has a bit of a sheen to it, from what I can tell anyway. And Frappe is matte. Both same color. I love the red undertone from Texture and Frappe, but you can see the finishes are a little bit different. This is Texture right here, and this is Frappe. Let me show it to you in the pan. This is Texture right here, and this is Frappe. It's still just as much of a beautiful color, and I just think that the like red undertone really makes blue and green eyes pop, so I really, really love this. I sometimes, instead of putting it just in the outer V, what I like to do is I like to like almost pat it in the outer corner of my eye and then just blend it in so it's softer, but it really helps really make my eyes pop, and I just love it. I just absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites. Next one is Mulch. Let's find Mulch. This is Mulch right here. Swatch over that. Also one of my favorites. And the dupe for it is called Brown Sugar. I have a hair on my finger. Now, I think Brown Sugar is even prettier because it does have a little bit of that red undertone to it. And even though these might not look absolutely identical to you when you have them on your hand, trust me when I tell you that on the eye, they look absolutely identical. And I wanted to find those that were the closest. You know, they're obviously not going to be identical. Some of them are, but some of them I just felt like they're so close that you're not going to notice the difference, and for the price you cannot beat it. So that was that. And then the last one is Brulee, which is a very big popular MAC colors right here. It's a very simple matte creamy color. I like to use this under my brow bone, on all over lid color, transitional color, whatever. And the dupe is Vanilla Bean from Makeup Geek. These are really light, so I'm not even sure if you can see them, but they work just as well. Right over here is the Brulee, and this is the Vanilla Bean. Again, they're very light, so I'm not quite sure if you'll be able to see them, but yeah, there's that. So those are all of my Makeup Geek dupes for MAC shadows. What I am working on, which is on this side, is I'm looking for, there's some dupes in here for the Naked One and the Lorac Pro. So because of that, I am going to work on these a little bit more and film that for you probably next week, because I want to be able to have them, you know, I want to kind of go through them a bit more and whatnot. But there's a lot of shadows here that are dupes for Lorac Pro and the Naked One, which are two of my all-time favorite palettes. Definitely my most used palettes of all time. And to be honest, there's a lot of times that I just prefer grabbing my Makeup Geek shadows over my MAC shadows because they just blend like a dream. The thing about MAC shadows, although they're beautiful and some of them are hit or miss for me, I just tend to think that they're not as, I guess, pigmented and blendable as the Makeup Geek shadows. And just so you know, I have no affiliations with Makeup Geek. I'm pretty sure Marlena doesn't even know I'm alive. But I just really like the products, and I think they're just magnificent. And I know that she's working on some blushes, so I'm really excited about that because I love blushes. So that is that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long. I'm just trying to please everybody. I don't want to make the videos too long. I don't want to make them too short, but I want to kind of be straight and to the point on certain videos, and I felt like this was one of them. On more chit-chat videos, then we'll definitely be talking some more, and we'll be talking some more and doing some stuff like that. I do have a couple of big hauls coming. I have a huge makeup haul like Sephora and drugstore, and then I have But you have to let me know if you still want to see that, because I threw away a lot of the packaging, and I'm sorry. That's just what I just get so excited. I start tearing things apart, and I realize that by the time I film this, I realize I have to film a haul, but a lot of the packaging has been thrown away. So let me know if that's okay, and I will film it anyway. And then I have a spring clothing haul, not summer, because it's not summer yet, so there'll be no short shorts. Even though I don't wear short shorts, but a lot of sort of really nice spring clothing items that I wanted to share with you. And also follow me on Instagram. If you don't, you'll see a lot of outfit of the day pictures there, and also food pictures. So that is everything. Let me know what you guys want to see down below next, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.